my condolences to the family of John Amos. To me, John Amos was one of the most iconic, possibly greatest black TV dads ever. He done mountains of stuff on television and film, but he's most famously known for his character as James Evans from the popular 70s series Good Times. And unfortunately, he passed away at the age of 84. Wow, man, this is, I mean, it's only Tuesday. I mean, Dikembe Mutombo, Pete Rose, and John Amos. And yeah, it's just sad to hear about him. One thing that I enjoyed watching and what I respected about watching him on Good Times, he was the epitome of an alpha male. And the funny thing was, he almost wasn't part of that show. So, and shout out to the late great Esther Rose. And she was like 10 years older than John Amos, believe it or not. And she fought just like Marla Gibbs fought to get a husband on 227. She fought to get a man on the show. They wanted her to be a single mother. And, it was great watching him be the, leader of the household, something that's missing and and became something like a lost, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say art, but a lost tradition, because TV has really hurt black people by some of the images they displayed as far as black behavior and mannerisms and just a variety of different other things. So television and film has really hurt the black community, especially when you got white people, you know, and people from the Skittles community having this perception of how black people are supposed to be portrayed on television and film, who don't know jack shit about the black community. And like I said before, it was a pleasure and an honor to watch John Amos on television and film. And I'm gonna tell you something, Good Times was never the same when they basically killed this character off. And the way they killed this character off was just horrible. Where they wrote that he got basically hit by a car while working on a pipeline in Alaska. So it was just terrible what they did. And when they took him off the show, that show was just never the same. I think it went like 3 or 4 additional seasons after they killed his character off, but it just wasn't the same. You know, not having a father figure around. And then you see this, in everyday life. A lot of people sometimes, it seems like when you hear black men and black women talking about, yeah, I'm gonna go talk to my dad, and it seemed like when people that are not black, they have this look like like they're shocked when you say, you mean you have a dad? It's like what Angela Bassett said on Boys in the Hood when she told the school teacher, yeah, he's going to live with his father. And she was like, excuse me, his father? And then Angela Bassett said, yeah, his father. Or did you think we made babies by ourselves? And that always seemed to be the perception. Listen, I had my dad and I had my stepfather and I had uncles in my life. My dad, he had an ugly split with my mother. I didn't see him for a few years, but at the end of the day, you know, I got reacquainted with my father. We patched things up. We let bygones be bygones. And for the time that I had him, I really enjoyed having my father around. So, and I tried to do the same with my son. So, to be honest with you, James Evans inspired me to be a good father. And he was a disciplinary, and that's what I liked about him. And that's something that you see on television now when it pertains to, how black men are portrayed. They want black men to be sissified, feminine. They want the women to be the leaders of our household, and don't think it's not by design. So, I needed to put that out there because that needed to be said. But, I'm going to do a continuation because I'm on lunch right now, but I got to get back to work. But I just want to say um, thoughts and prayers to the family of John Amos. It's your boy, Tam. I'm out. Oh, boy. Dude, we can be in